Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel, and today I have a box that hasn't been on the channel for a little while. I think the last ones we opened were the January and February boxes, and I got those a little bit late, but it is the amazing Birdmoss, which is unlike any other subscription that I open here on the channel. It's a little whimsical, it's a little mystical, it's a little magical. It really takes you into a whole different world. Some of the items are more trinkets or amulets or sort of entryways into that different world. So I know for some of you who are really all about the functionality and use of the products that you get in your subscription boxes, this may not be the subscription box for you. But for those of you who have a big imagination, who love to create things, because there's almost always a DIY project in here, who love that sort of ability to escape through a portal into another world, this subscription box is really for those creatives. I'm not saying you're not creative if this box isn't the one for you, but I am saying I find that those are the people who really do appreciate it, who are also able to take the time to maybe write some poetry or a story, or even use some of the supplies that they provide for us to do sort of an at-home ritual. These are the people who are going to really appreciate the Birdmoss world. So this box is $45 per month, but I do have a code for you to save $10 on your first box, which is just Noel, and that's a pretty good deal because you get all of these exciting things as well as a really active Facebook community where people sort of share how they've done their projects as well as what they've done with the different items that come inside. But let's go ahead and get in here. So this is what we've got inside, and since it has been a little while, I am going to read to you the little poem that's there. Gather pen, paper, matches. This is the start of it all, when finally dusk begins to fall and muffle the day's noises and needs. It starts with a tug, a beckoning scent, a rustle, the faint rattle of seeds. You didn't know that you were missing from a story pouring forward in another place. You break the seal and feel the skating brush of a wing. So that's kind of the vibe. So you get all kinds of poetry, not only in the box, but also in the email updates and sort of the hints for the upcoming boxes. I'm pretty sure there's a lovely silver Birdmoss seal there on the blue tissue paper. I am pretty sure that this is the June box because she does ship towards the end of the month and it is sent to me for review. But let's see. I don't know that it always says. I think this box is sold out, so if you were to subscribe, you would be getting the July box, but you can look on the website and sort of, I think there's usually maybe like one spoiler on there, but there's also past boxes if they're available, but usually, honestly, they sell out. So this is the Summer Cottage Retreat, so we always get an image to kind of like a mood board image to get us in the mindset for this particular curation. It says, although the sun continues to rise and set over its garden, the Summer Cottage is a place where time moves differently. Here, there is ample time to reflect and convalesce, and to turn one's hand to idle pastimes. Visitors spend the slow afternoons reading, sewing, or simply gazing out the windows. Those who lead the busiest lives sometimes discover that in the absence of pressing chores and errands, deferred emotions unexpectedly well up. The sunlit, whitewashed rooms are full of drawers, bookshelves, and other crannies to explore. A large mirror in an arched frame is propped in the parlor. Visitors who contemplate it realize that the reflection doesn't quite match the room. The light has a pale green watery cast. The vases of flowers are arranged a little differently. The mouse hole in the baseboard is missing. This is a place of overlap, a place where the veil is thin. Spirits, too, can visit here, nourished by the scent of flowers. So see, a magical portal where when you look in the mirror, you realize that it's the same, but it's a little bit different. There is that sort of like blur between these two worlds. So along with that introductory card, we also get on like lovely parchment paper, sort of a list of the items that are included that is annotated in what looks like handwritten writing, which, you know, it's printed on there, but it looks like it. Oh, I love that little cat outline drawing. That's so fun. Oh, I love it. It says the mice have been gathering strawberries. Ooh, I think that might be a hint for the next box. And there's also going to always be a hint in the bottom of the box as well, which is usually like in the form of a little charm or some sort of little piece of goodness, which I know that a lot of Birdmoss subscribers like to save, like they have a special little jar for it or a charm bracelet. Let's see. You dream into Birdmoss and arrive at a cottage at the edge of the forest. To reach it, you will need to cross a small bridge over a mild trickling stream. A calico cat, dozing in the sunshine, awakes as you approach. She says, "Speak to the water, and an infinity of spirits listen. Stop here. Name the one you want to call." So that is what that kitty is, like the guide and guard to the water. That's exciting. Okay, so we have a lot to read. This looks like a good one. I will share with you as much as I possibly can. But inside we do have a little bit of shred. It's always a very small box, always the same size. But let's see if I can pull out all of our fun. So it looks like this looks like a little kit of some sort. This looks like something for gathering or ice cube making, or I don't know. I'm gonna pull all of the contents out first. You could kind of hear one of them, so you'll have to take a guess at what that could possibly be. And then that way I'll be able to sort of tell you the story in the order in which they're listed on the page, which I usually find works a little bit better because she is very careful about the way she does it. So, oh, there's some beautiful, beautiful items in here. I'm so excited. So each of the boxes sort of bleed into the next in terms of this exploration of the world of Birdmoss. You can start at any time. You're not going to miss out if you start like mid-year or something, but definitely you do feel there's some overlap, and you kind of get the vibe, and you kind of know what kinds of things to expect over time. But you can also, of course, check out my unboxings to see what kinds of things you're going to get. By the way, you guys, I really appreciate you being here, especially if you're new, especially if you have been here for a long time. I've been getting a lot of comments lately because we do have some new subscribers about people being annoyed that I give my commentary. But just as a reminder, this is a review channel, so I'm not just unboxing the items and being Vanna White and just showing them to you. I'm going to give you my opinions. Your opinions could absolutely be different from mine, but I do hope that my reviews will still help you decide if it's a box for you or one of your loved ones, or, you know, that's kind of the purpose, the function, if you will, of these unboxings, as well as hopefully I keep you company while you're doing something a little bit more tedious. But here is our little teaser for next month, and this one looks so cute. It is in July, so this must be the June box. We have it confirmed. It is the snails, and you can see they put a little bit of glue to keep this little snail charm on there. So I love snails. I think they're cute. I always feel really bad when they get squished. I feel so bad. I mean, they're not something I want climbing all over me, and I know there's a lot of those like snail mucus like masks that people are using, which doesn't surprise me that it's like something that's good for you. So I don't need snails crawling on me, but I kind of think they're cute, especially sort of the artistic renditions of them. And I also think that like the Serbian word for snail, which is puj, I think that is like the perfect word for a snail because they look like a little puj. All right. So let's see what we have. It says, there's a visiting bench in the parlor with a perfect twin in the mirror. Sit side by side with the spirits there. That would be kind of creepy if you were sitting and you saw your own reflection in a mirror, but you could tell that it wasn't quite you, that it was like a doppelganger in another world. I think that would freak me out a little bit. So it says at the top of the page, a shared space. So this is the shared space that we're sharing with the spirit world. The ancestors' needs are different now, and they may not stay for long. So what they have given us is some flowers for quickening. I have to see which ones these are. I think it's these. These are gorgeous. It says, the low-ceilinged rooms of the cottage are filled with flowers from the garden, perhaps to signal welcome to ancestors. Someone, a previous visitor, has added floral motifs to the mantel, the doorframe, and several cupboards. Quicken your own home with flower transfers, assigning a meaning to each one. So she gave us 3 sheets of transfers, aka stickers, and they are so stunning. Look, here's one with like sort of a peach palette. And then we have this kind of lilac violet palette, and then a yellow palette. But these are really, really beautiful. I don't know that I will quicken my home with them, but I may put them on some cards or into some of my into my notebooks. But it looks like they're all one sheet, so you can cut them out. You don't have to apply it all as one sheet, but they're not individual stickers that I can tell. Let's see, are they individual stickers? I don't think they are. I think you have to like cut them out. Yes. So interesting, because you could apply them if you wanted to, like to the top of like a little box or something if you wanted to. That's kind of cool too. But you could also cut them out. So love that. We also got some beeswax oilskin, aka a beeswax wrap. Very cute. The bees in the hives outside are responsible for the extravagant bounty of blooms in the garden, the fruits and jewel-toned jars of preserves on the table. Not only do the bees create food for cottage visitors, but they also help preserve it. The cheeses maturing in the cellars are coated in beeswax. The butter dish is covered with a colorful wax-coated wrap. Use it to cover bowls or fold it into an envelope to hold snacks. Introduce yourself to the bees and thank them for their work. So it tells you can wrap cheese. I use them usually to wrap cheese, veggies, fruits, bread, sandwiches, and more. Just fold over the top. So I have found that it doesn't work as much for me if I do it like over a bowl. It really needs to kind of stick to itself. But if you do make a little envelope with it, then it does tend to work. So that's kind of fun because she actually labeled it Birdmoss. I wonder if she made it herself, because I know that you can make your own beeswax wraps, and that definitely seems like something that Shannon would be able to accomplish and do. But I just have to show you the little hand-drawn bees that are on there. Are those cute? So cute. All right, we also got some, oh, this is fun, floral ice supplies. So you'll find a packet of colorful dried flowers and an ice tray. Floral ice is a summer cottage tradition, and it is typically served with cold drinks in the afternoon. Remember to raise a glass to honor the spirits. So you can drop some beautiful botanicals into your little ice cube tray to make your iced tea or just your water even look gorgeous. Oh, that's an exciting and easy craft, I guess. You know, like I said, little DIY project, just a way to elevate your afternoon beverage. I love that. That's so great. It says perhaps you can find instructions or recipe elsewhere in the cottage. I wonder if there's like a recipe hidden somewhere or online. We also got this cute botanical teaspoon. Now I've gotten teaspoons like this little cherry blossom there. You continue to explore the cottage's cupboards and drawers. Many of the housewares and utensils you discover, such as a can opener, appear mundane. They might have come from your own world, but then other items are wonderfully strange. A bag filled with seeds that have grown holes like buttons, a seashell that opens and closes like a box, a miniature painting of a house inhabited by a minuscule cat twitching its tail. The flatware drawer resembles a garden with flower-shaped spoons. So I would have loved to get any of those, like a little shell box would be fun, a miniature painting of a house inhabited by a minuscule cat twitching its tail. That's so cute. All right, let's see. It says kitchen witch. So it says you'll find a tiny puppet in a nook over the stove. She's a friendly kitchen witch who wields a spoon as a wand. She watches over the boiling pots and ensures that the loaves are baked to perfection. In a cupboard, you discover the supplies to make a kitchen witch charm of your own. Whether you are making a witch for a friend or for yourself, imbue her with positive intent. Oh my gosh, so that's what was in our little baggie, is all the things to make a little kitchen witch. I wonder, I don't see a little note card to tell us how to make this, because usually there's good instructions, but I'll have to look in the Birdmoss website, because I'm sure they're there somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. So we have like, here's our little witch, and then I guess you use these two pieces of felt to make her skirt and hat, perhaps. And then it looks like we might have some paint. I think we have some white paint to make her face. And then we have some gray wool to make her little hair. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen a kitchen witch, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Usually there's some instructions, but I'm not seeing them. But we will find them so that we can make a kitchen witch. And then finally, unless it's in here, which it could be, we have Lucinda's scrapbook. What a beautiful like Art Deco image on the front. It says, you find a small book in the bedside table. It's a summer scrapbook left behind by another visitor to the cottage. Is she a fellow dreamer? And then it says, remember, 5 birds of the sea. I don't know what 5 birds of the sea means. And there's like this little like rune down here too. To those of you who have gotten the last few Birdmoss boxes, tell me what that means. 5 birds of the sea, and then I don't know what that little drawing is next to the snail. So in the summer notes, we have, oh, maybe this is the recipe that she was talking about. It says Lucinda, so this was Lucinda's scrapbook. Sourdough crackers, how to make those. I love that. It's like written there. Let's see what else we have. Oh, we have our instructions for our kitchen witch. I should have known. So here are the instructions to make a kitchen witch. So you make her dress, and then she has like a nice little cape. Oh my goodness. And then she has hair. Oh, and there's supposed to be like a little spoon that she holds. I found it. I was worried that we didn't have it, but we do. We have this cute little spoon charm. Let me see if I can hold it up for you to see. Oh my goodness. She includes like the cutest stuff for us to do, little projects, and I'll show you. It's a small little spoon that she can hold in front of her. Oh my gosh, it tells you exactly how to do it. Cut one felt circle in half to make the dress, and then you make the little cape. I love the little cape. The red and the yellow is really rich. Mine is going to be yellow and green unless I get another piece of red felt, but I like the red, the jewel tones. So then, of course, you can apply, oh, you know what? I think this is glue. I think this is glue. So that's so cool that she actually includes glue and just doesn't assume that you have got glue in your house, because I don't do a lot of stuff like that. Oh my gosh, she made, she's showing how to apply her hair. And then there's like, she made like little bangs for her, like a little like roll of bangs. So adorable. We also have instructions for making floral ice. And then all kinds of summer plans. How fun. Says me, I've been dreaming of so many beasts. And then it's Lucinda's list of beasts. We have, oh, a little bit of journaling for like July 21st, the 24th, the 28th, of course, towards the end of the month when subscribers were getting their boxes. And then finally, we have some instructions for the floral transfer. So I love that instead of just having a bunch of little slips of paper, that Shannon actually created this little booklet, this sort of guide to your Birdmoss box. I haven't seen that before, and I thought that was really cool because we got 5 items plus this. So we got the flowers, the transfers, the beeswax, the floral ice supplies, which was really 2 things because we got the tray and the flowers, the little teaspoon, and then the kitchen witch kit. And then we got this scrapbook, which tells us how to use all of the items. Love that. So yes, you can put the transfers on anything. Oh, it says they can be applied to most materials, but are not suitable for paper. Right? So ceramic, glass, metal, stone, cloth, but not suitable for paper. So you want to put them, yeah, you could definitely like zhuzh up a box, or it would be really pretty just on glass probably. And I was thinking that you could kind of do something neat on like a bottle and make it into a beautiful vase or something. So let me know in the comments below, what would you use these gorgeous flower transfers for, knowing that you can't necessarily use them, you cannot use them on paper. So I was thinking they'd just be really nice as a little box lid, you know, or something, or maybe like one of those mini candle vessels that I have once the candle's burnt down and I want to turn it into a really pretty jar to hold supplies or pencils or pens. Maybe I could use a flower transfer. So give me your ideas in the comments below. Let me know if you enjoyed this Birdmoss box. I did. I always do. It's always, like I said, very delightful, very creative, and it's unlike any other box that I open here on the channel. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.